Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio, October 4, 2022. Revisions can consume your time today and tomorrow. While it's no small feat, prioritizing is best, and it's a good idea to note that others are more sensitive to limits than usual today. People can introduce surprises to your day, or unreliability can keep you on your toes. Sudden urges can be compelling, but getting to the heart of your desires is more important since whims can throw you a little off course. On this day before a Mercury station, aim to wait and see instead of locking into an agreement or coming to a firm conclusion. Fortunately, transits are forgiving and stir your innate tendency to see the best in things. Get ready to blush brightly. A beautiful moment awaits you. Today, as sweet Venus, our goddess planet, dances across the sky from your planetary co-ruler, mighty Jupiter, you will feel a tremendous urge to enjoy yourself rather than focus on anything else. You are blessed with a carefree heart and a spontaneous spirit, so see where the breeze takes you. Rally some friends to catch up. If single, be sure to be out on the town. No one will be able to fall in love with you if you're hiding behind closed doors. Couples can enjoy this vibe by hanging out at their favorite spots. Money is on your mind today. Can you achieve your financial goals or dreams on your own? As Venus in Libra opposes Jupiter retrograde in Aries, you might be wondering about the plausible opportunities to bring in abundance. The opposition may imply that it would be challenging to focus solely on your own ventures or capabilities, especially as Venus presents opportunities to commit to financial relationships and investments. But make sure that you thoroughly weigh the pros and cons of each possibility so that you can make the right decision when the time comes. As she spends her first weekend in your financial sector, Venus not only has the benefit of having the Sun here as well, but of knowing that they will become an even tighter unit over the coming weeks. It has been 3 years since the Sun and Venus have been in your financial sector at the same time, one focused on what is and the other on what's possible. You are easily taken aback by people who seem to know what they want and how to get it. Remember that your reflective nature tends to give a lot of credit to others while at the same time depriving yourself of the same. Break this pattern of find yourself in a rut, comparing yourself to others or worse, manipulating others to balance the insecurity you feel. Openly communicate with those who do things you would like to be able to do. You will be surprised at how they help you. This day marks the beginnings of a good period for you and those close to you, my friend. You will be animated by a powerful vibration to communicate. So, you could be coming to the end of a sort of effective, no man's land, that has been working on you for a while. You may also meet new people, but if you don't, your existing relationships will be consolidated at the very least. A Mercury retrograde phase can be notorious for causing mixed messages, misunderstandings, and mistakes, but there can be real advantages, and that has been the case for the planet of communication's short double dip back into your relationship sector. With the support of Uranus, in retrograde motion in your communication sector, and Pluto, who moves into his final 7 days in retrograde motion in your friendship sector today, this has been a valuable chance to give your relationships, the past and unsaid words, a voice. As Mercury turns direct, the focus shifts to moving forward. It was just over a week ago that Mercury retrograded back into your relationship sector with a chance to give your relationships, the past and unsaid words, a voice. Mercury's direct turn today shifts the focus back onto the future, with another 9 days to work with the planet of communication before he leaves again. Our eyes in the sky. The energy requires you to stay on your toes. It could pull you in different directions, but if you seize the day, you'll benefit in the end. There is so much happening at once with today's transits. A strong pull between earth and fire has a hand in both moving things forward practically and jumping into things courageously. The moon is in Capricorn while the sun is in Libra, and there is a strong sense that we need to be brave today. Your creative passion is burning in your soul, but it requires some kind of organization. With a square between the loving sun in Libra and the domineering moon in Capricorn, there's a dynamic pull between structure and ambition. This is where the conflict arises and where you really need to hold it down. Remember that everyone thinks they're right. There is a conviction in the collective that could go either way. Pay close attention to the news you receive over the next few days, and don't give up on your dream. Mercury turns direct today, ending the current retrograde. With plenty of raw and real conversations going on, you might come to a conclusion that you've needed to understand for many years. This could completely change the direction of your internal compass. Never compromise your needs for the needs of others. After midnight, the moon enters Capricorn and ends its void of course that began yesterday afternoon. Over the next 2 days, we abandon Sagittarian optimism for Capricorn stoicism. The moon's transit through this sign can cause us to come off as cold or disinterested in our interactions with others. In reality, we are simply less demonstrative of our emotions. We are more reserved and calculating, weighing the risks and rewards of our choices. Life becomes a kind of cost-benefit analysis. In this frame of mind, sacrifices can be made for a long-term legacy we can be proud of. On the one hand, you see many of your strengths and feel pretty good about yourself. On the other hand, you feel the one nagging thing you haven't been able to quite work out dragging you down. If you continue to compare yourself to others, you will create a real problem for yourself. If you use the positive to confront the negative within yourself, you stand a chance of a real breakthrough. Try to keep yourself centered through some aerobic exercise to keep the fresh blood flowing. In the pre-dawn hours, Mercury stations direct after 3 weeks of being retrograde. Errors in judgments were particularly visible during the messenger planet's backspin through communication-oriented Libra and detail-obsessed Virgo. However, misunderstandings and missed appointments have been a blessing in disguise, compelling us to slow down, pause, and recalibrate. We've been forced to get extra clear about what we want, especially in our relationships. Although we are now clear to return to our seat at the negotiating table, Mercury will be moving through its post-retrograde shadow until October, so continue to exercise mindfulness.